What's going on, everybody? Today, I want to talk about how to stay healthy, how to stay lean, and how to stay muscular year round, and what a proven strategy is. And it all comes down to having the right habits because it takes time to create a habit. There we go. We got the tiger in here, man. We got the tiger. So let's talk about success. Long-term success and how to keep it going and how to make it happen, right? So what we've shown throughout studies, throughout data, is that people who tend to eat the same thing day in and day out usually stay leaner. They usually stay in better shape. And the reason is, well, people are creatures of habit. So if I'm used to waking up having two eggs over easy with some toast, then I'm going to usually eat 2 eggs over easy with toast. I noticed when I was eating the same breakfast every day, when I was just I'd have 3 eggs and toast, whatever, that no matter what, even if I ate out at restaurants, I'd get something similar or something equivalent to that. I would hardly ever go off the plan. So when you're eating, when you're creating your diet, you also kind of get used to it. You like your food, but you're not in love with it. So you're not going to go ahead and overindulge, and you're not going to binge. Many people have eaten chicken and rice every day. I've known very few people who have binged on chicken and rice. People usually have this relationship with food where it gives this reaction, and you don't need any of the chemicals like McDonald's puts in. Anything with a negative or positive reaction can cause an addiction. For example, the dopamine response people get from plucking their hair. If you've ever seen that show, it was on a while ago, My Strange Addiction. People get addicted to crazy things. You had people addicted to drinking bleach. You had people addicted to the weirdest things. So if you think about it, when you become used to a habit, you come used to eating a certain way, that is how your body will adapt. That will become your habit. So that's usually what people do. For me, I'm used to eating at certain times. I've been eating, whether it's right or it's wrong, this isn't that video. I've been eating 6 meals a day since I was in my early 20s. I'd eat breakfast. I'd eat again around 10 or 11 a.m., again around 12 or 1, again around 4 or 4:30. Then I'd eat dinner at 6:30 or 7. Then I'd eat a meal before bed. And I've been doing that year after year after year where my body is accustomed to it. My body knows it's time to eat. Now, I remember that took effect. It took probably about a month. After that, I was like a finely tuned machine. So if I'm trying to gain weight, I simply increase the calories. If I'm trying to lose weight, each of those meals go down in calories. But there's no crazy stuff like I'm going to fast for 12 hours a day. All I do is I adjust the amount of food I eat. But as long as my body takes in that food, and it's also food for me that is satiating or not satiating, depending on what I need. Now, if I know I need to gain weight, I'm going to eat less satiating foods like white rice, things that don't fill me up. If I'm losing weight, I'll eat more more nutrient dense foods, like vegetables, like broccoli. So I'm going to go over this study right now. So just to show you I'm not full of poop, right? So here's the study right here. It's dietary variety, energy regulation, and obesity. And you look, it's a pretty long study. So basically, without going into detail of what this study says essentially what I've been telling you. It says that, hey, if you eat the same thing every day, it's been shown to add to you being able to keep weight off and lose weight, and it becomes a habit. And then you look at training, same exact thing. This is why morning training has shown to be more successful in the long term, because you're doing the training before anything else can be done during the day. For example, if you train at 5 a.m., that becomes your priority, even if it isn't your priority. So my priorities are pretty simple. I got family, I got business, and then I got my kids, not my kids, but the kids I coach. So those are those can obviously flip-flop in order of priority. But if I train first thing in the morning, that gives my health and fitness a priority. And it's also been shown or demonstrated, or however you want to say it, that people who exercise are more likely to eat better because it's an overall lifestyle. It's an overall mindset. So that is where I'm getting at. So if you're looking at losing weight, I do recommend a variety of food. I don't recommend eating chicken every meal. I do like having a variety of protein sources, whey protein, salmon, tuna, beef, turkey. I mean, you can mix it up. So within those same meals, you can have variety. You have your meat source, right? You have your carb source. You go with rice, you go quinoa, you go sweet potatoes, baked potatoes, fruit, veggies. There's a whole bunch of ideas. And then if you're looking for a fat source, there's peanut butter, almond butter, nuts, oils, seeds, all these different things that you can fill your macros with. So I hope that kind of explains my whole situation on consistency, on doing the same thing day in and day out, on boring being better. Again, I'm more likely to binge if there's a really rich, delicious dessert and I take a bite of it and it's like, wow. And then you have the blood sugar, you got the taste, you got the mouthfeel, you got the fat, all things that have these sensories that your senses are going so high up that you just want more and more and more. So with that being said, let's open this up to questions. We've got a good amount of viewers in here, enough people to make it a good, lively Q&A. I'll budget, up to about another 10, 15 minutes for questions. Just want to get on here, kind of field some questions and answer what you guys want to talk about. So let's start with Crusader. Do you watch any of Dr. Mike Israetel's content? What do you think of his approach to training? So I honestly have watched a little bit of it. Fun story, Mike Israetel and I were actually backstage together telling jokes and having a good time. Right before I went on stage and earned my pro card at Masters USA, Mike actually placed second in his age bracket of the super heavyweights. That's a big muscular guy. You know what? I think that Mike's training methodology is a good tool to have in your toolbox and a good way to approach things. Whereas I have had phenomenal success going to failure, going beyond failure, and I'll still come back. Mike's approach to taking things short of failure with RIR, reps in reserve, and their approach to hitting multiple times, not only a week, but sometimes multiple times a day, from what I understand. And if I'm incorrect, please correct me either in the comments section or in the chat if you're on live. And I think that there's no wrong way to train, right? Dorian Yates trained beyond failure. Dorian Yates won the Olympia. If you were going by accolades, Mike's it doesn't work. Who using his methodology has won the Olympia, right? But that's bullshit. At the end of the day, science is science, genetics are genetics, and all we want to do is maximize our genetics. For me, I'm kind of a little bit in between. So right now, if you look at what they do, it has a lot of similarities with Westside's Conjugate, from what I can tell, other than the rep ranges. So Conjugate, you'll do 8 sets at 2, but you're not going beyond failure, and you stop at your given rep. But the goal is progressive overload. Every system you use that has any bit of credibility is using some form of progressive overload, because that's the stimulus that will make your muscles grow. Whether you're overloading with more reps, more sets, more frequency, more volume, more time under tension, whatever it is, you're going to have some form of progressive overload, and then you're going to have some form of deload. For Westside Conjugate, deload is built into the system, whereas, a lot of these guys will take deload weeks where they will do less volume, less reps, less weight, et cetera, et cetera. So I do think it's a great training methodology. Is it my cup of tea? No. Have I done it? No, I have not, but I've done similar. And again, for me, what I have experienced the best results from, and this goes against science. It goes against a lot of things. What I have had the most success from is beating the fuck out of my body, beating it the fuck up, and then doing, recovery methods to get better. Whether it's the sauna, whether it's the Mark Pro, by the way, it's markpro.com, coupon code Lobliner. Whether it's, whether it's massage, whether it's chiropractic, whether it's just focusing on getting more sleep at night. Those are all things, or my nutrition. My nutrition is always on point, so I can't say I focus on my nutrition. At the end of the day, that's my way to go. So, and I don't have an optimal lifestyle, this week. So it's Wednesday. I'm averaging about 3 hours of sleep a night. And that's interspersed with naps on the plane. And I literally passed out on my couch today from exhaustion because I had to wake up at 4 a.m. to get stuff done that I needed to get done. So I'm literally riding this whole week, 3 nights on 9 total hours of sleep. It's not good. So I am not your pro bodybuilder who has no other job, who just lifts, eats, and trains. Sorry, that was dumb. It's live. I can't edit it. Lift, eat, sleep. So that's me. I like beating the fuck up out of my body. I have fun time doing it. And again, his way might scientifically be better. And I'm not going to make that argue. I'm not going to argue that his way isn't superior, because scientifically it might be. But when the rubber hits the road, every professional bodybuilder I've trained with, and again, you know, I'm not talking about my level pro, because I still haven't done a pro show. That'll be coming soon. Next year, we're fucking doing it. That'll be coming soon, right? Like, you have the greatest bodybuilders in the world train their fucking ass off. That's all I got to say. And Mike, he's a great bodybuilder. He's a big guy. His camp has some pros on it, but Phil Heath, Kai Green, like, they're not there. They need to recruit bigger dudes. I don't know, but that's empirical. That's bullshit too. So I'm fucking rambling. I'm going to move on. Before I move on, we were talking about controlling appetite. We were talking about, losing weight and getting results. I just have to have a plug for No Morbidity, an appetite suppressant, 4 patented ingredients. It actually works. Anyway, No Morbidity is available on tigerfitness.com. We have people getting stupid results. It's insane, but I just had to plug that. All right. Thoughts on the safety squat bar? I love it. My daughter and I will usually do safety squat bar one day a week, and then conventional bar the other day. I love it because it allows me, I'm a big dude, and getting my arms back, I have to put my arms all the way out here on a regular bar. I like just putting my hands here. And honestly, I like the padded neck. I like the way it's able to load your core more. It feels like you're working your core more. I love the safety squat bar. Sorry, I'm not even putting the questions on the screen. I'm tripping. I'm stuck in my weight loss transformation. 5'8", 171. Lost 70 pounds over the past 2 years and struggling to gain muscle currently. I'm ready to focus more on building muscle. My macros are 23, 24. Those are extremely high macros for that body weight. Congratulations. You have a really good metabolism. So if you're struggling to gain muscle, I need to know a couple things, right? One is, how old are you? 2 is, how hard are you training? 3 is, how long you were obese. So there's a lot of things. So muscle is it's going to be a problem. Like, it's not easy to put on muscle. It's not like a fucking 12-week transformation in a Muscle Tech ad in the 1990s in the magazines. It takes fucking time. You look at me, I'm 200 and competition. Right now I'm 215 pounds, 215, 217, somewhere in there. Dude, I've been training and dieting perfectly for like fucking almost 30 years. Think about it. Everybody talks shit about how I look on YouTube. It took me 30 years to get here. So to think that you're going to do it in a couple months of bulking, you're out of your fucking mind. It's going to take years. Be patient. Aim to gain about 1 to 2 pounds a month. And once you get too fluffy, start cutting down again. Obviously, you lost 70 pounds. You know how to diet. So now you just got to be patient. Train your fucking ass off and eat good. Eat the proper foods to fuel your body. I don't understand how anyone would not go to failure. Seems like a wasted set. I think that's a horrible statement. I really do. So today I did 8 sets of 2 on bench press, and my chest was pumped. And then I did 4 sets of 8 to 15 on the machine press. Today was my max effort day on conjugate. Dude, I mean, that's how you build muscle, because here's the deal. Last week, I did 10 pounds less on the bench press for the same amount of volume. It's all about progressive overload. So if I'm going to failure, but I'm not actually getting better, I'm not actually progressing, then again, you're better off doing a situation like I'm doing. Aim to improve every time you go to the gym in some way. Aim to increase something. I hit the same muscle groups 2 to 3 times a week. I get more than that rather than once a week, and I do too. I mean, I do So my split, I'm doing bench, I'm doing upper body twice a week, deadlifts twice a week, and squats twice a week. And I'm recovering. Today I'm really sore. My trip was very hard, very strenuous, a lot of flying, a lot of doing stuff. And Chris Jones and I absolutely crushed it yesterday. But yeah, another thing is fuck science. What do you enjoy? If you enjoy killing a body part one time a week, then go to failure. If you enjoy training multiple times a week, good luck going to failure. You'll never recover. It'll get worse every time. Highland Lakes, New Jersey. What's up, bro? Glad you guys kind of out of the communist, lockdowns now. Meanwhile, they still want to punish my brother at Attilas for for opening his gym. Thanks for the answer. My pleasure, brother. Okay, guys. So once I get to the last question, we done. So if you want me to answer some shit, ask them now. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Because it's we're 16 minutes in, and we're about to cut this in the next 5-10 minutes. You want your question answered? Go ahead. How do I get jacked like you? I turned 41. So Andre, you look pretty fucking jacked in your picture. How do I get jacked like you? Honestly, it just takes time and effort. So I turned 42 next Tuesday. Feel free to send strippers. I'll get you my address. Just hit me in the DM. Honestly, it's really hard to gain muscle when you get older. I remember when I decided to come back to bodybuilding after boxing, and I was 41. It was August of last year, and it was late July, and my legs were lacking. And everybody told me between shows, because I'm like, I need to bring up my legs after North Americans to win whatever show I do next. I was going to do another show in I think it was June or July, nationals. I forgot what the fuck it was, but I ended up doing Masters USA in December because I was ready. And I remember people were like, dude, you can't grow legs past 40. I dare you to look at my pictures. I literally went from 191 weigh-in weight at North Americans. I weighed in at 211 at Masters USA. So just put it in perspective. You can gain muscle in your 40s. It's just not as easy. So you just got to be that much more dedicated, that much more diligent. And I mean, age ain't nothing but a number, right? That's what Aaliyah said. God rest her soul. So yeah, you just have to really, the answer is generally pretty fucking simple. You got to eat really fucking good and you got to train really fucking hard. And everybody's definition of eating good and training hard is different, right? Mike Israel's definition of training hard is not my definition of training hard. And we were supposed to train together last winter. We just got hit with an ice storm. This was in February, so I will hit up Mike. I think that'd be a fascinating collaboration. So I'll hit him up. You got my word on that. And my mom lives in Michigan, so it'd be nice to stop by and visit her. So that'd be great. So have I developed sinus allergy issues since moving to Tennessee? Actually, my allergies have gotten much better. The allergies in Illinois destroyed me. Tennessee, I'm fine. So I take one Zyrtec a day. And I don't know if my supplements help with any of that shit, but I take Vita, Nectar, and Immortal every day. But I don't fucking know if they help with allergies. I take Zyrtec. I go straight up pharmaceutical on that shit. Okay, happy. Yeah, Andre, by the way, I didn't say it directly. Happy birthday to you, my brother. Happy birthday. Okay, I'm 43, gotten down to 8.4% body fat. At that point, I still cannot see my abs. Do I need to get to a much lower body fat? So you probably weren't 8.4%. I don't know how you measured it, but normally 10% and under, you can't see abs. Or, John, I can't tell in your picture too much, but you could just have small abs, like underdeveloped abs. I would work on some hypertrophy for the midsection. Weighted decline sit-ups are one good option. Planks, all that good stuff. Make sure you do your core lifts, your deadlifts, your squats, all that good stuff. But honestly, one is I don't know if you were actually 8.4%. The other is you need to build your abs. Abs are like any other muscle. You got to train them to grow. A good training split for a 41-year-old working third shift is the same training split for a 20-year-old working first shift. Whatever you like training. Third shift just means that your hours are flip-flop, bro. Whatever you could train 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 6 days a week. Same issue the 17-year-old, 20-year-old who doesn't have a job has. Whatever you enjoy and whatever you can recover from. So the fact that you work at nighttime just means your circadian rhythm's fucked up. But honestly, there's no training methodology for people who have flip-flop schedules. Yeah, it's not that. It's you guys are overcomplicating things. At the end of the day, eat right, lift heavy, sleep well, and you're in a good fucking place. You're in a really good fucking place, right? And if you ever need them, I have free books. I have free books that can help you. Thecutdiet.com, dropfactorbook.com. So many options that I put out for free, or you can hire me as a coach. My coaching is marklobliner.com. That's marclobliner.com. By the way, as far as your third shift thing, I do train a few people who work in emergency rooms that work at night. So it's not really an issue other than their check-ins are at night. I don't know anything about the pro hormones on the market. I know we sell them at Tiger Fitness. Now they're third generation DHEA, FDA compliant pro hormones. They're DSHEA compliant pro hormones. However, I know fuck all about them because I just don't care. I'm not going to take them. But some people love them. All I'll say is just ask somebody who knows more than me. I'll defer. I lost 50 pounds a few years ago, but haven't been able to get below 20% body fat. I want to get down to 10%. Is maintaining that level sustainable for normal people? 10% body fat is very sustainable. I think 12 to 15 is more sustainable. I would say 12 to 15% is something that 99.9% of males can attain. And if you can't attain it, that just means that you're an unregimented pussy, usually. I mean, very few people have thyroid issues or this, that. Like 15%, like your abs are kind of there, not really. You're lean, but you're not like shredded. Like you can definitely get that. 10% would be hard for a lot of people to maintain because some people just don't have great metabolisms and some people just like to go out and have fun. Like I don't have a life, and it's not because it's not because I'm like suffering. I have kids. Like, what are you doing this weekend, Mark? Oh, I'm driving to Atlanta with my 9-year-old so we could play 3 soccer games. I have no, like, what am I going to fucking do? Binge on fucking Chuck E. Cheese? Like, I don't have a life because I'm a dad. I'm a coach. It's what I do. So I don't fuck with that adult stuff. But most people, 15% is more feasible. Thank you, Andre. I appreciate you, brother. And happy birthday again. Happy birthday. By the way, Andre, DM me on Instagram at Mark Lobliner. And let me get you a little birthday something. Okay, bro? At Mark Lobliner on Instagram. Almost 40. I love your Twitter feed. Jeffrey, I love you. I love you. And if I wasn't straight, let me end that sentence right there. I used InBody. Oh, InBody's bullshit. InBody is such a fucking tub of shit. We have one at every gym I own, and I fucking hate it. And I have it. Like, I own these things, and I fucking hate them. InBody are in garbage. Throw that in garbage. But people like them. They give you some measurement, but they're highly inaccurate for most. I fucking hate InBodies. Fucking hate them. So, yeah, that's not your body fat. You're definitely not 8%. I don't like Biden either. I don't think anybody likes Biden. Like, it's not like everybody goes, yeah, I'm like, I don't really like this guy. And they're like, hey, you love Trump. Like, no, I don't like Trump either. Racist, white supremacist. I'm Jewish. Kanye, what? Oh, man. Good to hear to expose Big Pharma. Huh. Well, I can't make fun of Big Pharma. They did give us Viagra. I'm a youth soccer coach. I appreciate your posts on reffing soccer. Do you feel reffing soccer is a good workout? Oh, fuck yeah. I ran like 5 miles when I'd ref. How do you like doing it? Thank you for doing it. So I had to take time off of reffing because I literally told them to stop sending me invites to games because they would literally just put you in games. I'm like, bro, I have no time. Dude, if you have the time, they pay you good. Like, they've raised the way they pay refs, and I always donated mine to charity. But like, if you have time, ref soccer, it's fucking great. And nothing's better than being around kids and trolling parents. Let's go, Brandon. There we go. We got the Twitter guys in here. We got the MAGAs. Got the maggots. Somebody called me a maggot on Twitter today. I'm like, I literally been shitting on Trump for the last 2 years. Actually, I started shitting on him during the pandemic. And but if he does win the nomination, I'll vote for him because look at the fucking other guy, right? Like, I'm like, yeah, I'll vote for Trump. Hell yeah. Yep. Live on that Chipotle. That Chipotle gives you, I love Chipotle, man. Thanks for the honest answer. Well, thank you, Paris. I love you, bro. Wait, Paris. Wait, look at this dude. Paris is jacked as fuck. All right. Buying nectar and Naturalite for the fam for Christmas. Oh, yeah. Hey, so what happened to the machine weighs 72 servings? So it's 5 pounds. So the flavors like chocolate will have more servings because there's less excipients in there. There's less added like flavor system. So there's no such thing as anything 72 serving. If you notice, all our 5-pounders have different servings because think about it. Not all flavor systems are the same volume. So some are 55, some are 70. What is chocolate? I think chocolate's pretty high now, actually. So chocolate and vanilla would be your highest because there's least flavor systems. The cookies and cream will be your lowest because there's a lot of flavor system. So don't look at the servings, look at the pounds because it's by weight. I'm not going to sell a 5-pounder and a 7-pounder because we'd have to buy a lot of bottles. It would look weird. Big Pharma gave us Cialis as well. I'm actually a simp for Big Pharma. I like Big Pharma. Mike Israel is actually a guy like this too. We have people living so far beyond where they should be living because Big Pharma is just giving us some shit that keeps us alive. Statins and blood pressure medication, all good. Andre, I will get back to that. I have a special surprise for you. And no, it's not another dick pic. Promise. I didn't take the jab either. Oh, man. Everybody here is just people after my heart. Like everybody here is based as fuck. Biden, Fetterman, it's a no-brainer. How did we get political? Why do you guys do this to me? You're trying to get me banned from YouTube. No Fauci, ouchie for me. Hey, Mark, what's up for Jay Vincent? And I don't know who Jay Vincent is. And I don't know his one set BS. I'm old. I don't follow everything, but I did do a video on a TikTok trend today. Got it. Thanks for explaining. Oh, Black Friday sales are going to be crazy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop it right there. And I'm going to leave this on the screen as I go. Something about Trump and DeSantis. Oh, wait, Andre. So Andre's the man. He switched gyms when he quit his job if it was required. He's talking about the jab. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys like this, sorry about that. If you guys like these lives, let me know. Comment down below. I'm going to try and do these when my kids are out of soccer. I could do these in the evening, but normally at this time, my son's soccer practice was canceled because it's cold outside in Tennessee. If it gets below 50 here in Tennessee, we get really weird. This ain't the Midwest, bro. So we have the night at home. We're going to eat dinner together. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to spend some time. I've been gone all week, so it's good to be home. But anyway, guys, I want to say real quick, just a shout out to everybody who's been with me since the beginning. I've been on YouTube since 2011 with this channel, and I know my views aren't what they used to be. I'm not as good looking as I used to be. I'm a lot calmer than I used to be. And I really appreciate you guys sticking with me and being a part of this journey. As I've grown, I started as a guy who sold Scivation and was looking for something special to where I am now. Which is a blessing, and all of you are a part of that. And to the new people here, I just want to say that, you know, I really appreciate you coming on board. You know, it's always fun to share these things, and people come up to me in public all the time, and they'll see me and my daughter at the gym, and they'll be like, "Hey, you know, it's like I've grown up with you. It's like I'm a part of your family because we've been a part of this community, a part of YouTube, a part of Instagram, a part of Facebook, a part of Twitter, you know, so I let you guys into my life, and you don't have to come in. Like, it's not like I'm doing you a service, but I broadcast things because I feel as a business owner, you should know who you're buying from. And I also think that there's some lessons that I've learned and mistakes that I've made that everybody else can learn from. And that's what it's all about. It's about taking your experience and sharing it with people. And I'm not talking about just young folks. There's a couple 40-plus-year-olds in here just saying, hey, you're old. You have a pretty good body. How do you do that? You know? And I'm like, well, let's talk about it. And I'm sure you guys probably have insight that I could use, right? And I appreciate that. So the old YouTube rants, I do rant once in a while, but not as much. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And till next time, that's not